Hello, my friends. Brian King here. I just finished up a conference call with several of my colleagues, and one question I was asked was, how do I maintain a positive outlook when I'm going through so much? My various physical ailments and whatnot. And it just so happens that I had a pretty rough weekend. I had a lot of pain, especially in my back, a lot of spasms. And yesterday I spent most of the day in bed taking naps because I just felt miserable. And yesterday was a tough day psychologically because those depressing thoughts just kind of slip in, the woe is me, the why me, that kind of stuff. But what I've learned, what I've developed over the years, having practiced mindfulness and meditation for going on 25 years now, is how to not construct a story around that various thinking that goes into it. What do I mean by a story? The tendency we have to comment. Hey there, Jesse. The tendency we have to comment on our experience. For example, some pain shows up and you say, oh man, there it is again. This really stinks. Why do I have to go through this? This is going to ruin my day. And when you're telling yourself that story, what happens to your emotions? They tend to get more negative. You start feeling resentment. You start feeling helpless, maybe even angry. What does it do to your tension level? Your tension increases. Well, I've already got back spasms, so if I increase my physical tension, I could actually make my pain worse. And this is the tendency all human beings have, to immediately assign meaning to every sensation, every thought that enters our minds, until we construct a story that totally shifts our experience. And there was a time when I did this, where I made everything catastrophic. I was one of the most negative people you'd ever meet. Now, this is going on well over 20 years ago that I was that negative person. Since then, I've worked to really master my own psychology, and it really helps me in particular when one of my various maladies shows up, like yesterday when I was having all the pain. So what did I do? How did I separate myself from the story? Well, when I was having a shot of pain, when something was really tense, when, like by tense, I mean the spasm kind of crunched down and felt even worse, I would just breathe as best I could. I would acknowledge the thought and say, man, that hurt, or man, this stinks. And then I would say, all right, I've had that thought. I'll just not tell myself any more about it. Not going to have a conversation about it. And then I would go back to something very present, like my breathing, like listening to something outside, looking at the sunlight, listening to my cat playing his little collar jingle out in the hall. And the reason I'm bringing myself back to the present is also a reminder that anything happening to me is temporary. Now, temporary can mean a moment. Temporary can be an entire day, but it is something that is going to pass. And one thing telling yourself a story about it can guarantee is that it's going to hang around. That's what's meant by attachment. You're holding on to it, and you're making it harder for it to go anywhere because you're keeping it alive in a very negative way inside your head. So by telling myself, all right, that hurt, that sucked, but that's all I'm going to tell myself about it. I'm going to stay present, and I'm just going to let it pass. I'm not going to add any resentment to it. I'm not going to add any tension to it because it's going to pass, and I need it to pass so I can kind of get back to that feeling of relaxation, of peace, however you want to refer to it. Now, I still have a lot of back tension today, but it's nothing nearly what it was yesterday because I allowed my body to relax as much as possible and just to be there and just rest so that it could do its job of healing and repairing itself without exacerbating it by playing jumping jacks in my own brain. Jesse noted, super excited to listen to this. I definitely struggle with negative self-talk. The all or nothing thinking, absolutely, Jesse, you're not alone in this. As I mentioned, my brain still goes there. It's just part of the human brain and how it does things, how it responds to perceived threats, whether it be physical injury, a chronic pain, an emotional insult that you feel. the tendency to jump onto it and start having that conversation is really a big gremlin when it comes to how we experience our life rather. So your ability to monitor that, learn to manage it, learn to create some kind of distance between you and that chatter so that all that's really left for you to do is just be present in the moment and realize that, hey, all of this stuff that I feel is overwhelming and weighing me down is really just a temporary sensation, a temporary experience that isn't going to hang around long, and I do not want it to overstay its welcome. So I need to learn to become less attached so that it can go. Is this easy? No, it's work, but it's important work. It's critical work for your overall well-being. And this is something that is really core to the thing that I work with my clients on. So if this is something that could really benefit you, and if you're really prone to negative self-talk, it can benefit you. So reach out and we'll have a conversation about how that would work. But in the meantime, I hope this has been helpful for you, something to think about. If there are others you think that can benefit from this, please go ahead and share it so they can hopefully find some use for this as well. And until we talk again, this has been Brian. Take care.